Until tomorrow, so we're just going to wait.
You could tell us now.
No, I think, we don't want to give them any head start on anything.
Hey, Ron, I'm curious, what are your emotions like this week?
Same as they are last week. John, there's, only so much you control and so much, happens. So as far as I'm concerned, we're just preparing to play football game on Sunday.
Ron, 4 years ago today, you were introduced as the head coach here in Washington. Kind of, you look back here over the 4 years. What are you most proud of?
What we've done with the culture. I think that was one of the things that, somebody asked me the same question. I said, the biggest thing more than anything else, I think, is I kind of like where we are. It's obviously it's not where we want to be, but, that's just the nature of this game sometimes.
With this group specifically, every team's different. What are you going to remember about this team the most? Because, you guys have been battling, grinding since, July. Yeah,
well, that's probably a good word for it because the way these guys have played the last few weeks, they've been they've been very gritty. They've fought, they've played to the end, and I think that's one of the things that's gratifying as far as being a coach is concerned is having guys that just fight and they're rugged, they don't back down from anybody, and sure obviously we had expectations, higher expectations than where we are, but heck, there's not much more you can do than just keep showing up and playing hard.
Are you able to provide a health update on Jacoby and how he's feeling?
Well, he's just been working with the trainers and everybody, and we'll see how he is tomorrow. But as far as I'm concerned, guys, we're just going to continue to focus on getting ready for Dallas.
Obviously, a traditional question at the end of the year: do you expect some of these younger guys, these practice squad guys, to get time this week? Is that something you're accounting for? To get ready for this?
Well, there's a big group of them that got some time last week, and those will probably be the guys that'll get opportunities again this week. So we're excited to watch some of these younger guys play. Some of those guys really stepped up. It was unfortunate, that a couple of them got nicked too because they were playing pretty well. I really thought Tariq Casterfield was playing well. I thought Christian Holmes was doing a good job for us. It was kind of fun to watch those young guys get those opportunities. Nick Whitehead got in and got some opportunities. I thought Nick played really good, did some solid things for us. He's an undrafted free agent that does everything right. He practices hard. He's always prepared. He's always given his best effort in practice. And so it didn't surprise me that he came in and was solid.
You referenced that things haven't gone the way you hoped they would this year. What would it mean to close this thing out with a W on Sunday and get one on the way out?
Well, we'll see what happens, but the big thing more than anything else about getting a W is it's Dallas, and that's traditionally to me it's one of the really great rivalries in professional sports, it's been one of those things that neither one of us have been as consistent as the other. I know Dallas for the most part is playing well the last few years, and we just haven't been where we really wanted to be. I think this year obviously everybody's had some expectations, and as I did for sure.
Ron, because you've been in this league a long time, is it easy to block out the noise?
Oh yeah, it is. Because again, there's no appreciation for what you do unless you're doing it, and whether it's easy or it's hard, it is, there's still something to appreciate about it, because this game is it's a special game, and when you're in it, no matter what's happening, you appreciate it. That's for sure. Obviously, it's easier to appreciate when things are going well, but for the most part, to me, the most important thing is just staying focused on what you're doing, and that's our preparations to play the next game.
Ron, with that being said, you don't know what the future holds, after Sunday. Are you going to appreciate a little bit more being on those sidelines on Sunday?
Oh, absolutely. To me, it's always been an exciting, a thrill, and an honor to be on the field in the NFL. That's for sure. There's only 32 of these jobs. There's only 32 of these teams, and you always appreciate just that opportunity more than anything else. And again, as I said, you really don't know unless you've been there. And, I've been fortunate enough to have been, in this position. And, in football. You know, whether I was a player or an assistant coach, coordinator, or head coach. I mean, that's to me that's pretty cool. So I'm like I said, I've been very fortunate.
Take three more.
Ron, you've obviously been through a lot during your 4 years here, both personally and with the team. But what has been the most challenging part of this season?
This season is, I think, Nikki, really the thing for me more than anything else has just been the we didn't live up to the expectations that we had, or that I had personally. I really felt there were some opportunities and some things that we missed, and that to me was probably the biggest disappointment more than anything else, because, I really felt we had the makings of enough good players in certain situations that we should have won a few more games.
Was there a moment or a game where you thought, it kind of turned, or where you thought kind of that it started to slide a bit, I guess?
Not necessarily. I think the one that one situation or circumstances I think if I do reflect on it, though, was the Thanksgiving game in Dallas. That game was disappointing just because of where we were at one point in that game. You play with the team and you're right there in it, and then it just takes one little simple thing, and the next thing you know, it just kind of starts snowballing.
Last one.
Ron, again, if there are changes after Sunday, do you feel like you've left the franchise in better hands than when you found it?
Well, I'd like to think we're in a better place. It's probably a fair way to say it. I most certainly do appreciate my time here, and we'll see what happens. And again, we'll focus in on what's coming first on Sunday, and that's getting ready for Dallas.
Thank you, Coach.
All righty, thanks, Charlie. Thank you, guys.